Welcome to Chellammal Institute's Coimbatore, the best coaching center for all the competitive exams. Do like this video, share, and don't forget to subscribe. In this video, we're going to see in detail and about the introduction of biology and the chapter 1 living world. So biology is the science of life forms, living processes. Biology is the scientific study of life. It is a natural science with a broad scope but has several unifying themes that tie it together as a single coherent field. For instance, all organisms are made up of cells that process hereditary information encoded in genes which can be transmitted to future generations. So, we all know what biology is. It is something which deals with science and the living process, right? So, biology is the scientific study of life and the living cells. So, all organisms living in the earth are made up of cells and they that process the hereditary information which is being encoded in genes and that DNA material which is being transmitted to future generations. Biology. Biology is defined as the study of living organisms, their origins, anatomy, morphology, physiology, behavior, and distribution. Biology is a branch of science which further divides it into botany and zoology. So we all know what biology comprises of. So biology is the study of a living organism. So basically biology is just the studying about a living organism and how did they origin, where did they form, and their anatomy. Anatomy is nothing but the various parts which is being comprised in an organism, and the morphology, their shapes and structure. Physiology is just how they function, how a living organism function and how do they behave, and their distribution. So we have basically biology is being divided into botany and zoology. To start with botany, botany is also called plant science, plant biology, or phytology. It's the science of plant life and a branch of biology. So, botany is nothing but which is related to the plants and the plant structure, that which you call it as phytology, and it is a branch of biology. Botany completely deals with the plant structure, morphology, and their distribution and characteristics. And next, it is zoology. Zoology is the branch of biology that studies the animal kingdom, including the structure, embryology, evolution, classification, habits, and distribution of all animals, both living and extant, and how they interact with their ecosystem. So, zoology is the study of an animal kingdom and what are the structures of an animal. Every animal has a different structure, and their embryology, their habits, and distribution is being varied. In order to study everything individually, we call it as zoology. We also classify them into basic structures. We also calculate these both living and extant and how do they interact with their ecosystem also. Now let us get into the chapter 1, the living world. The living world has a wide range of its own. All living organisms grow and increase in mass and number of individuals, growth, reproduction, and etc. So, our living world, which is the planet Earth, has a wide range of its own. Every living organisms grow and increase in their size, and a number of individuals it's been increasing due to growth, reproduction, and everything. So these living organisms is being categorized and classified under a rule called taxonomy. Taxonomy is the practice of science of categorization or classification. A taxonomy or taxonomical classification is a scheme of classification, especially a hierarchical classification in which things are organized into groups or types. Among other things, the taxonomy can be used to organize and index knowledge stored as documents, articles, and videos, etc. So, what is a taxonomy? A taxonomy is nothing but, according to their practice, they have been categorized and classified into certain columns, which we call it as taxonomy. It is a taxonomical classification based on their hierarchical classification into how they behave and how well they interact with the ecosystem. This taxonomy is also used to organize and index knowledge. Everything will be stored as documents, an article, or a video in order to guide others on the basis of their categorization or classification. Well, we have categorized them into a kingdom, and then they goes to phylum, and they've been again further classified into class, and then order, family, genus, and species. This is what we call as hierarchy of biological classification. Next, taxonomical aids. It is the collections of samples or preserved organisms which help in extensive research for the identification of various taxonomic hierarchy. Taxonomical aid is nothing but the collection of every organism's samples or even the preserved organism is being stored in the form of herbarium, botanical gardens, also museums. We have every living organism and also extant animals in this taxonomical aid. So that's it about the living world. Thank you for watching our video. Chellammal Institute's Coimbatore provides the best coaching classes for all the competitive exams. Contact the below number for further details. Thank you.